Bad Blood is this Saturday, so by YouTube wrestling law, I must do a prediction video. My first prediction will just start with Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Dominic Mysterio in a Shark Tank cage. Shark cage. Oh, Shark Tank would even be better. Could you imagine? They have to pin before the shark eats them. That would be intense TV. However, it is a cage, and I'm thinking smart money is on Rhea Ripley, and I'm actually going to do smart money Rhea Ripley. However, there's a caveat to this. I think Rhea will win, but the feud is far from over. So Rhea gets the 1, 2, 3. The shark cage is lowering. Finally, Rhea's gonna get her hands on Dominic Mysterio, and boom, this is when Raquel Rodriguez appears in a black hoodie, because word on the street is that Raquel Rodriguez might be ready to go, and she already has a past with Rhea and Liv. And while yes, Rhea does win the belt, Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio are going to stand tall laughing over Rhea as Raquel Rodriguez just gives Rhea a beatdown. If you don't know who Raquel Rodriguez is, she's a former NXT champion, former tag team champion with Liv Morgan. In fact, Rhea is the one that put her on the shelf storyline wise, because she has dealt with some real life health issues, and if she is kind of able to start wrestling, this would be a perfect opportunity for her to jump in. I do feel that it's time to get the belt back on Rhea, let her get a win in the whole situation, even though week in, week out, she's getting wins on Liv Morgan, moral victories, beating her up and everything. But I think, though, that if Rodriguez came in on Liv's side after the fact, Rhea gets the belt, but Liv Morgan still stands tall with her best friend. And speaking of standing tall, Raquel is one of the few women that actually tower over Rhea. So those two can actually go into Survivor Series or the next PLE in a feud, with Liv Morgan standing behind Raquel Rodriguez, kind of barking orders. So Liv gets to stay in the feud with a new threat for Rhea, so the feud doesn't get stale. And Rhea gets the title, but on this one, Liv Morgan gets to stand tall. And I predict that you can win this belt right here. All you gotta do is comment below. Once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give the belt away. Free of charge, shipping, everything. Why am I doing it? Because I wanna quit my job and do wrestling content all the time. I would love to stream Bad Blood this weekend, but I don't know if I can because I might be stuck at work. I would love to produce a video every single day, but I don't know if I can because I am stuck at work. So please help me become that full-time YouTuber. Just subscribe, comment, and you will win this belt if I pick you randomly once I hit 10,000 subscribers. All right, let's talk the next Judgment Day match. Finn Balor, Damian Priest. This one's tough. This is a very delicate situation because Damian Priest has come out of his World Championship run looking like a main eventer, so he can't really afford that many losses. But Finn Balor, if he loses here, he's done again. This guy's had so many start and stop pushes that it's like, oh, we want to believe in Finn Balor, but we just can't based on how they book him, and this could be his last shot at things. I do have a way out for him, and I think that if the Wyatt 6 attacks during this match, that allows Finn Balor to lose and be a protected loss. But honestly, I think somehow, some way, Finn Balor is actually going to pull off the victory here, because they give Rhea the win, but they give Damian the loss. And maybe those two can be like, after they can consult each other, and Damian says, hey, you know what? I'm just really happy you won the title, but don't worry about me. I will handle my own business. I will handle Judgment Day. I will handle what I started. You go off and be the strongest women's champion of all time. And those two can kind of split up from that point. But I believe, based on where everybody is positioned, Finn Balor has to win this somehow, some way. Maybe the Judgment Day actually comes together and looks strong, but yeah, unless the Wyatt 6 literally get involved and cost Finn the loss, Finn has to win. I'm going with a Finn win, but I do have a kind of honorable mention that the Wyatt 6 makes him lose. But my official, Finn Balor wins somehow, some way. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. This might be the main event, and it might not be the main event, because when Roman is on the card, it's hard to see him not main eventing the PLE unless it's like the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber. Those are the only two things that seems to ever be able to preempt Roman from being the last guy on the card. But this is the definition of blood feud, so I don't know. I don't think so, though. I don't think it'll be in the main event, but it might be. Who knows? It would be good. It would be good for Cody because it would show that not only Cody gets preempted in the main event, but so does Roman. So it would actually, ironically, be good for Cody's title run if this was the main event. But we'll just do it now. I'm thinking that because we're at the end, this is, I believe, to be the end of this rivalry for now. I bet it restarts up in Royal Rumble or something like that. But for now, I think it is over. And it's wrestling. The good guys have to eventually win. For the most part. And it's CM Punk. So I feel that CM Punk will get the victory here, but this is going to be a bloody affair. In no way, shape, or form do I think anybody is going off the steel cage. CM Punk is not going to either do it or allow it to happen on his watch. I mean, that's one of the reasons why he left AEW, because we don't use real glass here, bud. It's too dangerous, and CM Punk is not going to throw someone off a cage. He's not going to take a bump off a cage. It's too dangerous, and I'm actually all for it. The Undertaker-Mankind match, legendary, but unnecessary. I would imagine if Mick Foley would have died in that match, all right? So, yeah, we don't need that kind of shenanigans. CM Punk, though, is going to make this into an old school bloody affair, and I am all for it. This is going to be grisly. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be what Hell in the Cell was meant to be. Just like two guys in a cage that hate each other, and at the end of the day, because I believe this is the end of the feud, CM Punk, the good guy, will stand triumphant over the villain. And will this hurt Drew McIntyre? I don't think it'll hurt him that much. It won't, it's not going to help him, but it's not going to hurt him. He can easily come back and say something. Maybe there's a moment of distraction by Wade Barrett when Wade's like, don't do this, you've gone too far. Maybe they pull out some tax or something, and then he looks at Wade Barrett and says, shut up, I thought you were my friend. And then boom, CM Punk just clocks him in the back of the head, and, Drew McIntyre goes off and bullies Wade Barrett for a little bit. CM Punk is your victor here. Pretty straightforward match. Next is Nia Jax versus Bayley. I wish they would have done a three-way match with this one and had Naomi in this. I feel like Naomi is just ready. She's just ready to become a heel and move up the card, but it's Bayley, it's Nia. Bayley's not going to win. She's just there so they can have this match and progress the ascension of Tiffany Stratton. And Tiffany has the money in the bank, and they're starting to tease that Nia's not happy with her, choking her and everything, and there's so many memes about it. Oh, the internet. The internet is undefeated in how absurd it is. But anyways, Nia's already choked out Tiffany, saying, if this goes wrong, I'm not going to be happy. And Tiffany, you can see that the face turn is happening. It has started, but I don't think it's going to happen here, which is the real story. I feel that it's not necessarily Nia versus Bayley, but this is a vehicle so we can have another moment where Nia and Tiffany are not on the same page, and Nia starts to get threatened by Tiffany. Tiffany's not going to cash in here, but it does progress their storyline to the point where Tiffany will probably cash in the next 60 days on SmackDown or something like that. But Nia wins the match and walks out the champion. Final match that has been announced: Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes versus the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. And this one's hard. This one is very difficult because nobody can afford a loss. Nobody can afford a pin. So if I had to pick, I'm going Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and they are pinning. Oh man, if they pin Cody, that will just destroy his title run. Does Roman put family above everything? Roman takes the pin. Does Roman take the pin? It would elevate Solo. I said in a previous video, this would be the only way for Solo to reclaim all of his lost reputation, is to actually pin Roman Reigns. And I'm going for it. I'm going to make the audacious call that Solo Sikoa pins Roman Reigns. No, I'm not doing it. I take it back. I take that back. This is what happens. This is my new call. Woo! I can't believe I almost said that. I take that back. I apologize, my tribal chief, for even considering for a moment you were going to take the pin. This is my call. This is what happens. We have the Tongan brothers, Tonga Loa, Tamatonga. They come in, they interfere. Then we get Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. They rush to the ring. They go to help. Cody says thank you, and Randy Orton turns, RKOs Cody Rhodes, and Solo Sikoa gets the pin. That's the call right there. Randy Orton is the guy that turns, and Cody takes the pin. It makes him look horrible, but whatever. Roman doesn't take the pin. That is my call. Solo Sikoa wins, pinning Cody after an RKO turn from Randy Orton. And those are my predictions, guys and girls. How do you feel about them? Let me know. Comment below. And I swear to you, I made that up all on the fly. I don't script these videos. And yeah, that is my call right there. Please let me know what your calls are, your predictions are in the comments below. Oh, by the way, do you want me to stream Bad Blood? Let me know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Who knows? Depending on my work schedule. Guys, girls, have a great day.